Ollie, welcome to the Creep Up On You interview. If I'm not mistaken, you are an actor and a director, am I correct?
Yes, one of the actors and directors, yeah.
How would you enjoy being part of the movie as a cameraman?
It was really good. It was my own idea from the first part, but it really turned out well. And sure, there was things that were in the original plot and idea that obviously didn't quite come out as the vision that I wanted it to, but I think it turned out really well, and I really do think it's one of my favourite films that I've made. Yeah.
Well, just getting back to what you said, what would you change about it then? If you liked it, but you would want to make some changes to it.
So, one of the things that started it off, things that I don't quite like about it, is because of the fact that on the aspect ratio on YouTube, so obviously it's not put anywhere else on the internet, it depends how you watch it, but let's say you watch it on a normal phone, in landscape, the aspect ratio, it was supposed to have the text box on the top and bottom, the black text boxes, but that didn't come out, so it came out as the black text boxes here and the black bars on the sides. It must have been the way it was filmed, and so it's like a poorly ripped YouTube music video or something like that from like late 2000s. So it's like it's a box in the middle with like black all around it, which is not what I really wanted. But apart from that, there was some. I think it actually just turned out really well. There were some bits like where I think I acted a bit too irrational, but or I just didn't act the way I was supposed to act. Like the film is supposed to act like how I act in real life, and that wasn't quite captured. But apart from that, I think everything turned out perfect and better than I thought it would.
Right. What originally inspired you to make this movie? An idea, a nightmare?
So that's really good. The title came from. It's a fantastic title, I absolutely love it. But I need to give credit technically. One of my favourite bands, Therapy, we're on the show right now. Their song Polar Bear, and it's one of the last verses where he says, "Creep up on me, I'll creep up on you." And I thought that sounds fantastic, and I had it pondering in my head for a while. And I was thinking, what could I use this for? And I was thinking, well, this could be perfect for a film idea. And because I had already pitched the film idea to my friends at the time anyway. I thought, well, that just could fit perfectly, and the idea of the actual film, not just the title, I don't actually know. It's the actual film. I think it just came into my head of just making a fun film down the woods to practice of what's going to happen in the future. Really, that's what it was.
All right then. Did you have to persuade any of your friends to do this, or were they all up for it straight away? Or did they already want to do this before you even asked them?
I asked them, and they were like, "Yeah, that's fine." There was a missed day for filming it. A week prior to when we actually filmed it on the 28th of July, which is actually a big shame. But that doesn't matter. But everyone's all up for it. Yeah, there's no persuading, no like arguments, no bitterness. It was just all perfect, and we all worked out.
Right, that's great. Thank you for your time.
It's alright. Thank you.
Yep.
Hello Elliot, welcome to the Creep Up On You interviews. You are in charge of the lead camera work, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Cool. So we'll start with a good question here. What would you say you want to do next when you're working and filming?
I would like to do a horror, but also kind of a comedy. So a very funny movie, but also not so funny that it's for children.
So that's interesting. And with your if you let's say you're going to be doing some type of film like film, how would you want to approach the filming? Would you want the filming to be simple, more complex?
I would like it to be a bit longer, so a bit more complex. I like maybe some more detail to the story, the background.
Right. So using that via the way you film it and give some sort of like inspiration on how the film's going to turn out.
Yes.
So going back to Creep Up On You, the film itself, quite obvious question, are you happy with how it turned out?
Yeah, I have a few things what I would change. Like I said, I would like in this movie I would like maybe a bit more story to it, more what's going on, because you're kind of flung into the story of what's going on. I would also like to change the character development. Maybe some catchphrases. Maybe some like history sayings. Maybe some throwbacks to the real life other than movie format, like maybe some online games are kind of related, or the real life, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that definitely sounds interesting. And linking to that question, with your cinematography and being the lead cameraman, is there anything you'd have wanted to change with your performance in the film and the way in terms of the way you filmed it?
I would like to have I would have liked to take charge more. I would have wanted to know more about, well, I wouldn't really know how to say it, but the way I would say it is I'd want how I'd change maybe my filming, how I filmed, because I kind of missed some shots.
Right.
And also sometimes the camera's a bit wobbly when I didn't want it. But other than that, that's all I would change with my performance.
Those things with your performance you definitely want to improve on in the future? Yeah?
Definitely.
Yes. Well, thank you for your time in the interview. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.
All day.
Hello, Ollie. Welcome to the Keep Up on New interviews. You're in charge of acting and camera work and directing, that's correct?
Yep.
Cool. So how was your experience of making the film in terms of actually filming it and behind the scenes?
It was quite fun at the start, but it got a little bit tedious when one of the other cameramen left.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it was a very enjoyable experience.
Being that it was your first acting debut in many short films, or most short films, did you think it could have gone a bit better, or did you think it went better than you anticipated?
The train was a little bit difficult. Our shoes were getting a little bit wet and muddy, but other than that, it was quite simple and easy. It only took about half an hour.
Did you think, in terms of when you were filming it, directing, do you think that it was really interesting in order to be in that position, or did you feel like you preferred other aspects of it, like acting or planning?
I preferred the actual filming. I liked filming Ollie, the other cast member. I found that quite a lot more entertaining.
So have you ever done anything related to this film in the past?
No, never filmed anything before.
And considering that it was your debut, do you think, like, I sort of asked this question, but do you think that for your first film, like genuine first thing you've ever done, it could have been a bit better, or do you think it was just fine for what it was?
I think it was fine for what it was. First film, it looked quite good.
That's good. Going back to making the film, did you find it very difficult, or was it quite easy? Did it come along well?
It took a little while for how short it was, but it was quite easy. Some bits we had to reshoot quite a few times, and I could have acted better on certain points.
That's fine. Would you find that the making of it being in the sense of trial and error, did you find that actually quite an endurable challenge, or did it get a bit annoying at some points?
I quite enjoyed it, getting the shot perfect, or at least good.
In training?
Yeah, almost.
When you were planning this film, did it all come together easily, or did it take some time?
I think we kind of just winged it on the spot. So, yeah.
Do you think you could have done any more time rehearsing, or did you think when it came together, did you think it was just really easy to make?
I think it was just quite easy to make. I'm not a big rehearsing guy. I mean, obviously we talked about it and what we were going to do in the shot, but we just kind of winged it on the spot.
So overall, one of the main questions is, are you happy with how the film turned out?
Yes, I'm very pleased.
Is there any minor aspects that you would change about it in terms of anything, in terms of filming, acting, or...
The acting, there was one bit where I knocked the fort over, and that could have been done a lot better. I was quite disappointed with myself at that.
Well, that's fine, but apart from that, genuinely, do you think that in terms of like just filming and it being easy, did it definitely turn through into the film?
Yeah, everyone else did really well. The music, I'm not sure how I feel about the music. The jazz was alright, but I think there could have been better music in the chase scenes.
Cool. Well, thank you for your time, Ollie. Thank you for the interview. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.
I will. Thank you. Goodbye.